Today we're going to be making a wonderful, vibrant chicken recipe from my book called Mojo Chicken. Welcome to another edition of Prairie Street Culinary Kitchen. I'm Naomi Ross, your guest chef today, and I'm the author of The Giving Table. The beauty of this recipe is really found in the vibrant, fresh ingredients that we're going to be using, but it is super versatile. So whether you have cilantro or other herbs in your kitchen, you can use those. Lemon juice or tangelo and orange juice, we're all using all three, doing a mix of not just cilantro, but parsley. This is actually tangerine juice. We're also going to be using fresh garlic, jalapeno peppers, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of kosher salt, and some olive oil. Blend it together a little bit. And a nice tip is that if you want to throw it in your food processor and make a fine puree of it, works as a fantastic marinade for boneless chicken breasts as well. Let's get some gloves on and we'll throw this chicken in the marinade. I'm going to just put these bone-in thighs in the marinade and just give it a nice bath in that marinade. You can do this for a few hours. I would caution you not to do it for too long of a marinade. Like, I wouldn't do it for 24 hours because the acid in the citrus juices will sort of cure the chicken. Now that our chicken is marinating in the marinade we just made, I'm going to cover this with some plastic wrap, put it in the refrigerator, and forget about it for about 4 to 6 hours. And then onto the grill it goes. Okay, our chicken has been marinating for several hours and we're ready to grill it. But bone-in chicken can be really tricky because it's so dense with the bone that many people get tripped up on knowing when it's actually cooked. It can get overdone on the outside but still be raw on the inside. How do we get around that? I've set my grill for indirect heat. That means part of my grill is very, very hot, lit with fire, and part of my grill is off. There's no fire. We're going to start on each side, giving it a cook skin side down. That's off of the heat. Okay, so I've put my chicken parts skin side down off the heat, meaning on indirect heat, and we're going to cook it now covered for about 8 minutes so that it has a slower cook time off of the heat. And then all I will have to do is simply move it back onto direct heat for about 5 minutes. So when you're cooking bone-in chicken, you want to know that you're leaving a solid 30 to 35 minutes to make sure that it's cooked through, and our target internal temperature is 165 degrees Fahrenheit to ensure proper cooking safety. Okay, it's been 8 minutes and now I'm going to move this chicken to the lit part of the grill so that it gets, ooh, you hear that sear? That's exactly what we want. Okay, so now we've just finished searing the chicken on one side after we first gave it 8 minutes off the heat, 5 minutes on the heat, and now we're going to flip and repeat the whole process one more time. Okay, so now I've flipped those for the other side. They're going to be now back off the heat for another 8 minutes, and then again, we'll put them back onto the heat to crisp them up for 5 minutes. Okay, it's been 8 minutes and now we're going to transfer them back onto the fire to finish them off, crisp up that skin on the underside, and you can do that really well on a grill like this. This is a Napoleon and it is like amazingly hot. Listen to that sizzle. Okay, the cooking time is finished. We're going to just double check and make sure it's reached the internal temperature of 165 to be safe. That's great. And just to recap, with this method, you're going to allow yourself 30 to 35 minutes for perfectly succulent, perfectly cooked, grilled in-bone chicken. That looks amazing. There you have it, my Mojo Chicken, versatile and delicious. Let's have a bite, shall we? It's perfect, nice and juicy. Thank you so much for joining me today. Join us every Sunday at 2 p.m. when we release our new video on Prairie Street Culinary Kitchen's YouTube page. Like us and subscribe.